Hello viewers, welcome to our solution center on mathematics. Okay, so in this question I'm going to walk you through this process of obtaining the center and the radius of this circle equation right here. Now the first thing I want you to know that we can write a circle in a standard form as x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equal to r squared. Okay, this is how we write circle in a standard form. Okay, now from this point you can easily obtain the center and the radius. The center is just h comma k, and of course the radius is just this guy r. Now, so the next thing I want to do, I want to look for a way to write these old guys in this format, and the way we can go about it is by completing the square. So let us complete the square of this equation and get these guys right now. Okay viewers, you look at this equation. I want to take the x to the x and the y to the y. So I have 4x squared minus 16x, then plus 4y squared plus 24y equal to positive 36. I've just taken the x to the x and the y to the y. Now you can see that if we want to complete the square of x, we need to divide both sides by this coefficient of x, which is 4. So I'll divide all the sides by 4. So I'll have here divided by 4, all the sides divided by 4. So for now I have x squared minus, this guy will give me 4x plus, here will just give me y squared plus 24 upon 4 is 8y, and this guy will give me 9. Okay, 4 times 9 will give me 36. Then 4 times 6, oh here is 6, sorry, 6y. Okay, yeah, thank you for that. So at this point now, that's the first stage you do. When you want to complete the square, you make sure you divide both sides by the coefficient of x squared or the coefficient of y squared. That's the first step we need to do. Now the second step we need to do is, let me take off these guys from here. The second step we need to do to complete the square for the x now, we want to complete the square for the x. I'll pick the coefficient of x, which is minus 4. Now this guy, then I'll divide it by 2, then I'll square it. Of course, 2 in minus 4 will give me minus 2 squared. Okay, so what will I do with this guy? I'm going to add it to both sides of this equation. See how I'm doing it right now. So I have x squared minus 4x plus that guy plus minus 2 squared, then equal to 9 plus minus 2 squared. Okay, I've just completed the square for the x time, for the s guys now. So let us do for the y. So I'll pick, okay, let me take off these guys. Now for the y, I'll pick the coefficient of y, which is positive 6. Okay, please take it together with the sign. There's a need for it. Okay, so I'll divide this guy now by 2 and I'll square it. Okay, that's the process of completing the square. You pick the coefficient of that guy of x or y, then you divide it by 2 and you square it. That's the law. So when you square it, of course, this guy is going to become plus 3 all squared. So you add it to both sides of the equation. So I have plus y squared plus 6y now plus 3 squared. Now, of course, plus 3 squared. All right. The next thing you want to do is to write these guys in their compact form. Okay. Now, let me show you how to go about that. How to write this expression in their compact form. Okay. So you can see that this guy is squared and this guy is squared. So I open up a parenthesis like this with a square open like this. Now this guy that is squared will be here, or this one too that is squared will be inside here. Okay, that's just how to write it in its compact form or in its factored form. Now if you expand this guy, you're going to have this expression right here. So I believe you know how to do this one now. So we have plus, of course, we open a square for these guys like this. Then this guy is squared to stay here. Then plus 3, you also stay here. That's why I told you to take the guy with his sign. Okay, then equal to, for these guys I have 9 plus 4 plus 2 squared is 4, then 3 squared is 9. So 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 4 will give me 22. So I have 22 right here. Okay, now we are almost close to it. Now remember, we want to compare it with this equation, which is x minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared equal to r squared. You can see in between x and h there's a negative sign there, so this guy is safe. and this guy I need to make it to be in this form, and of course this guy to be in this form. So no problem with that, okay? So this guy is going to become x minus 2 all squared plus y. I can write this plus 3 as minus 3, okay? Because it's same as plus, then all squared equal to, I can also write 22 as square root of 22 all squared. Okay, see that? Because this square is going to cancel out the root, so you're like 22. So that is how to write these guys in their square format, okay? Now you can perfectly see that this guy and this guy are in perfect shape. So if you compare these two equations, h is equal to, let me take off these guys from here. So you can see that h is equal to 2 and k is equal to minus 3, and of course the radius r is equal to the square root of 22. Now so the center now becomes h comma k, which is now 2 comma minus 3. That's the center, and of course the radius is just equal to the square root of 22. So viewers, we have finally come to the end of this calculation. The center and the radius has been obtained. If you find value from this video, please consider subscribing. If you have any other thing to ask me, put it down in the comment section. I'm going to reply it as time being. We love you and there's nothing you can do about it. God bless you and bye.